Hey everybody, I'm Andy Smith, your hostess with the mostest. I'm a 30-year comic book veteran, having worked for Marvel Comics, DC Comics, Image Comics, Cross Generation, Ominous Press. You name it, I've probably worked for them. And I do other things art-wise outside of comics in the field of advertising. I've also written some books on drawing comics you might have seen. Drawing American manga superheroes, Drawing Dynamic Comics was my first book. And I also did the handy little How to Draw Superhero sketchbook where all you need is a pencil because you do all the work right inside the book. Enough about that. This is the Book Look series. The Book Look series is where I grab a book off my library. You can see the tons of books I have behind me. And I go through it page by page with you so you can see if it's a book that you might want to buy. I like to know what I want to buy before I buy it, and I feel this is a way to give you some insight into these books. So join me for today's book look. Thanks.
Hello everybody, back with another book look, another Mark Texeira book, Nightmares and Daydreams sketchbook. This is a hardcover, 8.5 by 11 it looks like. Size, let's see, do I have anything that size around here? Yeah, I don't have a piece of paper that's 8.5 by 11. Oh wait, yes I do. Let's see. So, let's see, 8.5 by 11. Yes, this book is about 8.5 by, it's a little bigger than 8.5 by 11. It's a hardcover sketchbook featuring, of course, the beautiful art of Mark Texeira. It is 48 to 50 some pages, I believe. You can tell it's not that thick. Like I said, it's hardcover. And I thought we'd go through it. This one is signed. It's number 141 out of 150. So that's pretty cool. And I am Andy Smith, your 31-year veteran of the comic book industry, to take you through this book. This is literally just an art book. No reading necessary. So if you just like to look at pretty pictures, you're good to go. It does start, obviously, with a little bit about Mark. Came out in 2010. So yeah, it has a little bit about Mark in the beginning. And then we just kind of dive into looking at some of Mark's art. There's pencil drawings in here. There's paintings. Not everything has a caption to say what it's from. I kind of wish it did, because I'd love to know what some of this stuff is from. Love this Moon Knight. These are just his pencils. I don't think he pencils this tight when he inks his own work. This looks like something he might have penciled for somebody else to ink, or who knows, because I've seen some of the stuff he's inked himself pencil-wise, and it wasn't as tight as this stuff. But once again, I love the way Mark does anatomy. I like the proportions of his figure work. Captain Action right here. Nice, I'm going to guess it's oil. It could be acrylic. I'm not sure. I know Mark is well versed with oil, acrylic, and watercolor. So, great drawing of She. I wonder if Billy owns that original. I'll have to ask him. I don't know if this book is still available or not. So, if it is, and you're a fan, go get it. If it's not, don't hate me. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I love the lighting, strong lighting Mark has coming in here. It's nice rim lighting. Quick Electra painting. I say quick because it looks like it, but I don't know how long it took him. This looks like colored pencil. Another watercolor. Of course, Mark made his name on Ghost Rider at Marvel. And then from there, I believe he went on to the Wolverine and Sabretooth. I would love to have seen Mark do a few issues of X-Men. Harlequin, the Joker. Looks like a painting study here, but I love the negative space of the white of the board. Well, actually, it's not. That's painted over, but I just love how he did the negative space for her clothing and stuff. Nice Wolverine piece. I'm very curious what this stuff was for, like if this was his pencil study for a painting or whatnot. And of course, a beautiful Wolverine painting here. whenever I look at Mark's work in comics, I just think to myself, that is balls. That work has balls to it. Love this figure, this nice flow through the figure running from an explosion. Must be from an action movie. His Black Panther 4 issues was really nice. Of course, here we have a lovely, lovely Batwoman. Nice proportions. I love the exaggeration of the thin waist, longer legs. It's comics, people. It's comics. It's just so very cool. Even a little Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Of course, who doesn't love a good death dealer? Everybody does. Vampy, Huntress. Oh, she could hunt me down any day of the week, but then she'd probably want to take me out. Of course, one of my favorite Marvel characters, Captain America. One of the things I love about Mark's work, too, is he does this really hard lighting. Like, he did a 4-issue Moon Knight series, and he would light things really hard from one side, and the other half of the face or body would just get totally knocked out in shadow. I love stark lighting like that. See, I wish this would had captions, because I have no idea what this is from. Looks like a movie poster concept or something. Hellboy. I don't know any professional comic book artist that does not like Hellboy. Every comic book artist I know loves Hellboy. And except Mark did a 1-issue Incredible Hulk annual featuring these Avengers and stuff. This I have to hunt down because I'm actually not sure what this is from, but I know I don't own it. This story. I love all of Mark's fully painted stuff. Mark did a issue of Megalith for Neil Adams. I believe it was the mid-80s, late 80s. And it was the first fully painted comic that Neil's Continuity Studios put out. And Mark did the whole thing. It looks like it's acrylic. It's Megalith. And he did a few issues of Megalith as well for Neil that he did pencils and inks or just pencils on. Great creature from the Black Lagoon here in Mark's style. Like I said, he'll do a lot of things where he'll just really hard light something with a light source coming from one side. And the rest everything just goes into shadow. I just love that effect. This, I believe, is for a crime novel, cover for a crime novel. Is it me, or does that look like Bruce Willis a little bit? I kind of think it does. John Wayne, Jessica Alba from Sin City, it looks like. Oh, here it is. Here's a page from the... Oh, I'm so glad. This is one of the pages from the Megalith comic that he did fully painted. Just love this. I would love to see these originals just to pour over them. I'd love to own an original from this, but I don't have that kind of money. And honestly, who knows where this stuff is at? Neil might have it. I don't know if Mark has it. I love his color palette in the flesh. Look at all those vibrant colors in the flesh he has going on there. And here we got a nice watercolor Wolverine sketch. I don't know who that is, but wow. Wanted, dead or alive. Dead or alive. Dead or alive. Here we have a very cool, I don't know who she is. She's just super cool looking. Of course, Ghost Rider. A couple angels behind him. And that's it. Another little bit about Mark. Renee, whose publishing company put this book out. Eva Inc., Little Eva Inc. So that's today's book look featuring Mark Texeira, Nightmares and Daydreams sketchbook. Nice hardcover book. Might still be available. Check it out. I am Andy Smith, your host with the most. 31-year veteran of the comic book industry. Please like this video. Hit that little thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you can stay on top of these book looks as they drop. And when I go live, because I do live streams, and check out First Man on Indiegogo. Great superhero stuff you will love. Until next time, bye-bye, everybody. expect First Man 2 now, live on Indiegogo.